Hey, horror fans! I'm back with another quick film review for you. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at Evil Dead Burn, which is the third of the super serious Evil Dead movies, anyway, aside from the original trilogy that Sam Raimi directed starring Bruce Campbell. This is a very different Evil Dead, but it's still gory and it's still funny. So it's good news. It's a really fun time to be a horror fan right now, going to the movies. And I saw this one with my best friend Kara, and we both enjoyed it overall. A couple of things, but it was mostly good. So, it was directed by Sebastian Vanacek, written by Vanacek and Florent Bernard, and it was produced by Evil Dead creator Sam Raimi, and it was also produced by Rob Tappert. It stars Suhaila Yacoub, Tandy Wright, Hunter Doohan, Lucian Buchanan, I think. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. Maud Davey and Errol Shand. And yeah, this movie's a lot of fun. No spoilers here. I'm not going to spoil anything that hasn't been shown in the trailers already. So, yeah, it is a good time, if this is your kind of thing, this kind of bloody, gory, and sometimes funny kind of movie. A lot of possession, right? Lots of dismemberment going on, lots of blood. The gory effects here just look fantastic. They look really great. And yeah, there's lots of macabre humor here as well. I really did enjoy that, as my favorite Evil Dead film is Evil Dead 2, mainly because of the slapstick humor. It married so well with the over-the-top gore of that film, and Bruce Campbell was brilliant and everything. But yeah, this one is fairly quite a lot like that, I would say. I did enjoy the previous two Evil Dead films. They were a bit more serious, but Burn is definitely a direct sequel to Evil Dead Rise, which had an impressive performance from Alyssa Sutherland. Now, the plot for Burn, as you may have guessed, and it is about Evil Dead Force, right, being unleashed and going out there to possess people. People keep reading from the book like idiots, but it's got to keep happening to have a movie. Of course, you got to do that to have a movie. The evil is passed from person to person through their blood, it seems. So there's some creepy, weird, disturbing sequences in that respect. The character Alice is our main protagonist. Her husband is killed in a car crash, and his family takes her in. And what they do with these characters in the family, it almost reminds me of Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, with the whole family, getting possessed and everything, including Alice's grandma-in-law, who gets some really good laughs in the film. She has the best lines in the movie for sure. So some great dark comic relief going on. Subjectively speaking, now, I'm not big on animal death. Objectively, though, it does make sense for an Evil Dead movie. I know, kill all the humans you want, but leave the pets alone, right? I mean, that seems to be most people's reaction to anytime a pet is off in a movie. But hey, it's horror, and this film is not afraid to go there. So the way that the characters get possessed and what they do after is very creative. There are some creative kills going on here. Lots of great ideas for super violence. There are some fresh kills that I don't think I've seen before, actually. Also, there is some very cool camera work going on here as we get a great shot. It's this one take shot going through the house, and there's another sequence where the camera is turned all the way upside down, like 360 all the way around. These are great tricks, and the editing here is a lot of fun. There's at least two great jump scares in the movie as well. Maybe it could have used a few more silent tension scenes, before the big jump. But I guess they didn't want to overkill the jump scare, so that's good. I enjoyed certain cuts to another scene. There's a lot of lowbrow humor going on with the joking cuts to different scenes and stuff. It's pretty funny. I enjoyed it. Yep. The mother, however, does something very strange at one point near the end that I questioned. I was like, why would she do that? But I won't spoil it. I won't say what happens there. It just seems a little bit like unrealistic even for a movie like this. So yeah, Evil Dead Burn, it's gory, it's funny too, and It's got really good performances throughout from all the actors. Not much character progression here, really, but at the same time, there's there's not a lot of time for that. With all these deadites causing so much chaos and destruction and violence. But yeah, it's a good bloody time, and I really think horror fans will dig it. So stay throughout the credits. It's worth it. Okay, stay throughout those credits as well. But I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. I did enjoy it, on first viewing. So did Kara, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good entry. It's going to be seen as a good entry. I'll see it again probably. In this Evil Dead franchise, it just keeps on going, so that's fine with me. All right, guys, that's it for this review of Evil Dead Burn. Next up is The Odyssey, maybe The Invite as well. Lots of movies out there. Too many choices, right? But until next time, I'll see you at the movies.